Hi, welcome back to Let's Talk About Business. My name is Nelson Peña from IMC International, partnering with Yugoslav Space Financial TV. We will now continue the second part talking about the PPP business with Dr. Graziano Negro. What does motivate a public entity and a private entity to work together? What are the main drivers behind?
Well, it's not only a question of money. It's one of the more common mistake that people make when speak about PPPs. Okay, with PPPs, public entities can have money. Sure, normal, it's the more evident reason. Yeah. But there is a problem also in management. You know that public administration, public entities have not inside them the right management, the know-how, the professional skill, and so they can have a quality work very, very high, and not the instead of the public entities come this, or also if the public entities use the traditional tender, traditional procurement, in which the private company come, make the construction, the build, and give the key. No, PPP is very interesting for public entities and for also for private side because works more in the life cycle. There is more works than that only in build. So so normal PPP is a design, build, operation and maintenance. The famous DBOM, that is one of the most used PPPs.
I see. You are an expert in this area and you are working on both sides. What are your recommendations, or what are the success factors in order that this kind of cooperation, don't want to use the marriage, works? What are the top 4 or 5 elements which you consider are a must for both parties in order that such a project works?
Really. Also, this is are questions that always it's a good point to discuss about, but I and a lot other my colleagues not only in Italy can say that there is a framework we can look a framework that can have must have 4 or 5 points. Without only one of these points, it's possible to have a wrong about the whole life cycle of the works all over the delivery of service. First, for example, is to give a very good look and spend the right time and the quality time to the preliminary phase. For example, the feasibility study. The feasibility study is a milestone, is a very important, a principal point, because it is the moment on which all the opera after will work, and so and it's a problem about feasibility, economic and financial, normal, when you can have all the very clear all the cash flow in the future, and to make that you need people that know the market, that know the financial world, that know the economic world, and that normal like me, I have a lot of colleagues that are engineering and architect, and it's it's normal to work with other professional skill, and so because you can have more and more data about the feasibility, also administration data.
Do you have some cases out of your own experience or observations, maybe 2 or 3 cases, how this kind of cooperations has worked out successfully?
Well, I have or normal. I have to speak about UK. I have to speak about UK because now it's the most. It's have a trend, a very good trend on PPPs.
It's a cultural issue that the UK is that advanced compared to other countries, or
sure, it's more. It's also in capital value and in number of projects. It's the first now in Europe. I see. And the sector, guidelines about sector, we can speak about transportation now is the first, and we can see about environment, and also healthcare and education. These are four first guidelines for the moment for all private company, and that have to know that these are the sector where there is a big demand for PPPs.
Getting back to the cases, can you please
for example, in England, I can give the name of the project, the Swarcliffe Social Housing. Social housing is now also in Italy, I have to say, it's a very good moment because these projects come from the refurbishments of many buildings. Also, we specialists speak about the brownfield, not the greenfield, brownfield. And for example, we in this area, in the Leeds city, we had it's very short time a £4 million project about this. And just 1 second about the capital. Yeah. Equity. The equity providers was for one part the private company that make all this big deal about £40 million, and then there was the Bank of Scotland. This is one.
So they came together for this project. Okay, yes, a kind of consortium.
And normal, the public entities, the public administration give the concession and all the make the side, and in this collaboration everyone take the risk. The risk are another important part of this collaboration. Another name I can give the name University of Ayrshire. And it's also another refurbishment to give a renewal of old buildings, of many old buildings. That so they made this project about £6-7 million, and in this with concession for 25 years, and you can see the result. You look at the future because there are also a lot of sports facility that is very important. It's not only a building where both students can study. This is very important. And here the capital with the financial resources is a quote from the private company that made the works, and the other for the resource of debt from Bank of Scotland and FSA Royal Bank. Another successful case I can speak about the solar clear energy. This is also a very good moment for this sector, and so private company have to know this in all Europe. Also in Italy, I have to say, and this is in the south of England, and we speak about an investment of £300 million. Very big
Impressive.
Investment.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very big affair, very big business about this, and so we have this solar photovoltaic panel installation about on many buildings, so to give an answer to all the energy problem that we know, and this is a street without return. We know that this is the future.
Thanks, Robert. It was really very impressive. Till today, I knew a bit about these 3 PPP words. Now I know more about. Has been very insightful. I thank you for having been here in studio. Thanks a lot.
I thank you for the invitation.
It has been a pleasure. This was Let's Talk About Business, concluding the whole discussion about the PPP business. Thanks a lot for having watching Lucas Swiss Financial TV, partnering with IMC International. Bye for now.